Welcome to Flow Edge, where knowledge flows and you gain the edge. Hello everyone, welcome to the first lecture, which is about understanding the supply chain. Every product we use today goes through a series of steps before reaching us. These steps form a supply chain. Every product you use today, from your phone to your morning coffee, has taken a journey before reaching you. That journey is called the supply chain. So, coming to the purpose of a supply chain, well, its purpose is to deliver the right product at the right place and at the right time in the right quantity and right condition. You may think of supply chain as the journey of a product. So now let us look at an example of the journey of coffee to your cup. Firstly, the farmer grows the beans, and then the exporters ship those beans to the roasters, wherein the roasters process those beans, and eventually the distributors ensure that the roasted coffee reaches cafes and retailers, from where you buy your latte. Well, this simple drink connects farmers, exporters, roasters, and retailers across continents. Now, let's have a look at another example of a chocolate bar. Well, it all starts from sourcing. Cocoa beans are grown in Africa, sugar may come from Brazil, and milk is sourced from India. Further, these raw materials or ingredients are processed in a factory, molded into bars, and then packaged. From there, they are shipped in containers across seas, stored in warehouses, distributed to retailers, and finally, you buy it from your local shop. That's a supply chain in action, connecting farmers, factories, ships, warehouses, and stores across the globe. So now, let us have a look at the key stages of a supply chain, starting with sourcing and procurement, which involves finding and selection of our suppliers, and to ensure procuring or obtaining raw materials or components from them. The next stage is production, wherein the raw materials are transformed into finished goods. Then comes packaging. Well, packaging is about preparing goods for storage, transport, and sale by ensuring proper packaging. The next stage is warehousing. Here, the finished goods are stored until they are ready for distribution. Then comes distribution. At this stage, it is all about moving goods to wholesalers, retailers, or directly to customers. And lastly comes the stage of consumption and returns, which is an important stage where the customer buys the product. And it is possible that sometimes the customer may return the product due to defect, which is again a part of reverse logistics, which we will be learning in the coming lectures. Now, coming to the most important question of all, that why does it matter? Why does a supply chain matter? Well, Pankaj had the same question, that why does a supply chain matter? And Neha had the answer to it. She said, it determines the delivery speed, product cost, and the quality and availability of a product. Well, a supply chain matters because the supply chain determines three major factors, starting with the first factor, which is the speed of delivery. It is how quickly a product moves from the production to the customer's hands. Well, the speed of delivery depends on how efficiently each stage in a supply chain, right from sourcing materials to production, warehousing, and transportation, is planned and executed. Shorter lead times, well-placed inventory, and smooth coordination ensures that the product reaches customers faster. The next factor, which is determined by the supply chain, is the cost of products. The total expenses involved in sourcing, making, and delivering goods eventually influence the selling price. Thus, a well-managed supply chain can reduce cost, allowing competitive pricing without sacrificing on profits. The third factor, which is determined by the supply chain, is the quality and availability. Well, quality here means that the product meets the required standards, that is, durability, performance, safety, and customer expectations. Availability is all about having the right product in stock in the right place at the right time to meet the demand. Thus, a strong supply chain ensures consistent quality and steady supply, avoiding shortages or excess inventory. In short, a supply chain shapes how fast product reach customers, how much they cost, and how good and available they are. So, to conclude, the supply chain is the invisible backbone of our economy. Without it, modern life would grind to a halt. So, next time when you buy your favorite snack or product, pause for a moment and think how many hands, machines, ships, trucks, and warehouses did it pass through before reaching you? That's the power and complexity of a supply chain. Thank you for watching this lecture on understanding the supply chain. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and share this content because knowledge is meant to be shared. In the future, I will be coming up with lectures on supply chain and logistics along with marketing and business content. So till then, keep watching. Thank you.